Welcome to another session about the Visual BI extensions. My name is Ingo Hilgefort and I will be your host today. Today the session is about the conditional formatting for charts. So here we are in Design Studio, and the first step we're going to do is to set up a new data source. In our example, we will use a Google Sheet as a data source for our charts. So here we're going to take a look at the data. As you can see, we have multiple products. We have revenue, cost, and profit, and each of them with the actual and forecast value. So we're going to go ahead and publish this spreadsheet from Google so that we can receive the URL, and then we use the URL inside of Design Studio. So we copy and paste the URL from our Google Sheet into Design Studio so that we can use the data as part of our chart. As a next step, we're going to add a simple column chart to our canvas. We will do some basic configurations like the size of the chart, title and subtitle, and then we will start configuring our conditional formatting. So you can see already the data shows up in the chart. So we're going to quickly remove the title and the subtitle as we don't need those as part of our exercise right now. And then we go to the data series part and we actually remove some of the measures in the chart. First, we choose dimension product category, and we're going then to choose only 2 of the 6 measures that we have. We take the actual revenue and we take the forecast for the profit. So only those 2 measures will be shown as part of our chart. As a next step, we will start setting up our rules for conditional formatting. We will start with a rule based on a single measure. First, we enter a name for the rule. Then we're going to choose the measure that is going to be highlighted. In our case, we choose the actual revenue. Then we can choose the measure that is being used for comparison. As you can see, it can be a different one compared to the highlighted measure. So we're going to use, in this case, again, the revenue. Then we choose the operator. And we can choose the comparison type. The comparison type can be static or dynamic. In case we choose dynamic, we can point to a cell or a measure. For a simple example, we use static and enter a value as comparison value, meaning the comparison measure is compared against a static value and the highlighted measure is being highlighted based on the result. As we can see, our chart highlights the corresponding items in the chart itself. So as a next step, we're going to add another rule, but this time we're going to use the type measure calculation, meaning we can compare a measure against a calculation as part of the rule. The highlighted measure in our example will be the forecasted profit. The comparison measure will also be the forecast profit, and we then configure a measure. So if the forecasted profit is larger than the calculation of subtracting the cost from the revenue, then the elements will be highlighted in the chart. So here we can see the result with several items being highlighted. As a last step, as part of this video, we will set up a rule based on a target definition. So the rule type will be target value. In our case, we will highlight the measure profit. So we're going to choose profit forecast as the highlighted measure. The comparison measure in our example will be the cost, and we will set up a dynamic target value, which in our case is another measure, and this time it will be the revenue. So we're comparing the cost against the revenue, and we can set up now several rules and different kind of colors. As an example, if the cost ranges 0 to 25% of the revenue, we agree that this is going to be a green color. So you can see how we can set up several very dynamic rules for comparing one measure with another as part of the rule definition. As you can see here, we're going to set up multiple rules. In this example, 3 percentage ranges going from 0 to 25, 26 to 40, and 40 to 100. Meaning we're comparing the cost with the revenue in these ranges and highlighting those elements in the chart that match these criteria. I hope I was able to give you a quick overview on our conditional formatting capabilities and how you can use those rules to set up conditional highlighting as part of your next project using our Visual BI charts. In case I was able to interest you into our charts and the conditional formatting capabilities, feel free to come to our website, register for a 30-day trial so that you can use the charts as part of your next project. I would like to say thank you for listening to me, and in case you have any further questions, feel free to reach out. As you can see here, my contact details in the bottom left.